way to a barber that was about 20 minutes away.
Yeah, we got our
On the way
haircuts
back,
today.
you almost peed your pants because you had to wait for me to come with you.
That's not important.
It was that bad of a limp. Oh no, I'm sorry. Shoot, okay, we're in the pistol. I'll have to wait till later.
Sorry, guys.
We'll manufacture another tech pause and then come back to that story. Yeah. Put a pin in that. We are into this map, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise.
Already into the apartments. Poison gonna go for the peak. Well-timed flashbang, but it is Alex. Fumble down the staircase and take him out of this round. A 5 versus 4 and pressure on Obo. He's inside of the bomb site. He's got himself just the one headshot. Rush also walks in, and it's the same situation. 1 kill, 1 trade, leaves Vitality with a man advantage.
Would love to see that kill be the reason that they win. It'd be unlikely. Still the 2v3. Great spots here for Vitality.
What is Apex doing? He was ready for that B flank. He let Blame walk by. However, okay, good. He does Config with a 1 tap, and he is put down.
All right.
Vitality will win the pistol. Apex almost let Blame into that 2-man pinch.
Right.
But he doubled back towards short and shut it all down.
There was a chance there. That was such a nice shot from Rush. You love how patient he is behind that box. Center sight, he's waiting. He has a bullet to work with. He doesn't want to mess it up. He doesn't want to play the game where he's going and spamming back and forth. Instead, he just holds it for a second, takes RPK out like an assassin. And then, of course, it just goes from a 3v2 to the 2v1 to the 2v0 for Vitality. A nice pistol round. And their first of the series. Actually, it was Complexity to win both last map.
That is a fact.
A daunting stat.
And a scout shot rings out on mid. Doesn't hit the mark. So Vitality will continue their expedition up Banana.
Whoa, hold the phone. Okay, we've got a Deagle kill in. We've got damage done to Alex. Everybody grouped up on Banana. A smoke plumes in their face and panic starts to set in.
Excuse me, is that damage done by the scout?
That was 2 grenades that came over the half wall onto Banana.
Very nice. You know, the little, the small pieces in this equation that they did have. The scout, a couple nades, Deagles, and good smokes. They section off Config, and they do drop him. Poison, desperate, spamming some rounds through the smoke, and he's not going to hit the mark.
A worse team would have got scared in that situation, lost all that damage, the knowledge that they were there, the read, the nice Deagle kill to top things off, but it's overall a very clean entry onto the site. Some damage dealt, but they have picked their spots. Our Complexity still moving in, though.
Ooh, Alex, he's going to come in from the flank, and these could be crucial kills, but now, suddenly, everything's in question. Obo dropping off 2 of the tag players. Shock's sure, he has 100 health, but he's in the back of this bomb site, and RPK's desperate in the pit. Oh, they've done it. Time?
He's on it. He's got it. Yeah, that's 10 seconds, but he's made it just in time. They're going to be able to pull out this round off the defuse. The dabs are out. 3 players up for Complexity, and they pull off the eco.
Insane. So, missing the scout shot down mid, it was the 1 dirty Deagle from Config, this, followed by with the 2 grenades that had gone down Banana for damage. Obo killing Alex was so, crucial. So crucial.
Obo on a moment's notice comes through. That's, you know, Alex, he can play with his food there. He can shoot a little bit, fold back. He's not thinking he's going to die. He's thinking, this round's done. I'm just going to kill some people, make some money, take some pressure off my teammates, remove all the exit potential. And instead they lose headshot from Poison all the way down mid. Very clean flick from him.
Poison has been lights out with the lesser sniper. It was a headhunter versus Astralis.
You almost want to call a pause for Vitality after that round, you know, just to reset a second. They spend all their money here, move right into a buy. But they're not the ones with their heads on straight. They're the ones who are a bit rattled, you know? They've gotten hit in a place they didn't think they would. And as much as it's a nice thing that Vitality won the pistol, here's, you know, you can basically call it 3 for Complexity, because stealing that back to momentum in the second round is worth maybe even more.
And the fact that there's a Krieg in play from ZywOo, so if they can take him down as well, that would be more weapons gained. MP9 from Rush off of the balcony. ZywOo would have to ace, and we know he most certainly can. Luckily for him, this is going to be an isolated duel versus Blame F. Nobody is here to help him. Ooh, but he offsets his crosshair, and it costs him. Complexity taking another.
Let's Connor. We all know there's no such thing as 1v5s. Only lost 5v1s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in this situation, there's all hope is lost. Complexity have been fantastic numbers up, regardless of if it's 4v1, 5v4. Their conversions on rounds where they've gotten the man advantage has been significant. They've had a great stat to their name in that regard, and they're not the team that's typically losing to ecos. They're one of the rosters that you'd expect that would be more susceptible to it with groups within this group, with teams like this, but that's just not happening. Another great shot here from Poison. Apex ends up taking him out with just a Glock, but there's more pressure as they come up mid and end up getting killed quickly. Whoa, hold on a second. RPK, he's found solace. He's in the back of the A site, ready to put the bomb down. 800 bucks for him and all of his friends. So at least there's that. How did he do that?
I think he just shifts into 6th gear, plows out the apartments,
Okay.
crushes the barrels, smushes the boxes, and plants in the back of the bomb site. So you saw Obo laugh it all off. Complexity, you know, they know that they just gave some trimmings to Vitality here, but it was going to be a buy regardless.
Yeah. The money, you know, it's.
How's he fly? Okay.
Okay, just comes out the halls. I mean, great opportunity to come out of the halls. Some people would be too scared to do that.
Right.
That's one choke point that wasn't being watched properly. It's not a bad round there. Just to point out from Vitality to be able to pull off the plant. This is after they pull out. They try to come back with the force buy. So this is a round where they have absolutely nothing to work with. So now they'll move in, and they'll grab a bunch of SGs. You can see Obo reeling his head back like, you know, shouldn't have let that slip. But as you pointed out, a buy no matter what.
For the first time, Complexity now favored in the live odds. Leading 3-1 here on map 2, and Blame F just screws the gun round for Vitality.
Wow.
Were those both smoke frags?
Yeah, it might have been. I don't know for sure. Yeah, one looks like one's
that was
in
a
the
yes
smoke.
from Prius.
And
That's what that was.
We'll cue that up. I want to watch that, obviously, in slow-mo.
DJ, I understand you.
There's, yeah.
You freak.
This is what's going to happen sometimes. You're going to get spammed down at the bottom of Banana. It feels like over the last year, a couple of years, as Banana has developed a bit more, there's less tragic incidents where people are dying without seeing anyone.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's the name of the game there. There's so many nades that come out. If someone decides to peek car, sometimes they get smoked, instant one shot by the player who's holding the angle. But sometimes you can do what Blame F just did and get 2 free kills.
So dangerously narrow.
Yeah, exactly.
But here we go. Vitality will commit with what they have left over. 30 seconds on the clock as they're going to push 2 players through smoke. Excellent flash, but Config, he comes off of new box and shuts down any hope they had. Shocks 1 frag. Big round from Blame.
Jason said a little bit earlier, 0 and 5 on Inferno, but here's where it all changes.
Something along those lines.
It feels like that is what we are coming into here. Look at the replay.
Oh, they walk into it.
It's a great SG spray, and it's him to do almost 300 damage.
I mean, he almost gets 3 kills in that instance. And here's the thing. They're smoked off anyways. It's Vitality looking to play the spray game. Oh my god. That actually scared me.
I think he's harmless.
You think so?
I think maybe.
Yeah, say it to his face. Here comes Poison. It's a quick off frag, but pistols can be dangerous. And Vitality, well, they've got numbers over here towards the B site. Let's go, Blame. We heard you roar. And now he's going to get 2 more off of the back of the site. Poison just skims the shot by through smoke. Hopeful he is.
Oh, spray goes awry there from Shocks, and he'll turn tail back to Banana to see if he can get this kill. Could be critical. Obo, he wants to hold his position while his teammates work. If he dies, things get weird. Shocks is in the best after plant position.
He's just got to clear all these corners.
Deagle shot, just a bit off.
Yep, RPK flushed behind new box. That's a crisp headshot. There's the second. Oh, there's the third. 1v3s again and again.
Is it because it just keeps happening? Unreal. That's so amazing from him. We've seen it in situations where he's had teammates around. Here, he does it all alone. Of course, you know, second player is low, but he's not even looking in his direction. RPK plays that to perfection.
Yep.
Yes.
Obo a little slow around Banana. Rush already was up from Coffins. An instance where they give him the chance to clutch, and he will. That's the RPK factor. But Let's go. Things heating up here. All the way towards the B site. Fire at their feet. A follow-up volley of utility. RPK standing within it all, and he's blind. Config commits to the duel, and he kills himself.
That's the Summit 1G right there, officially. We can call it that. 1 for 1, not too bad. The amount of damage done to Apex as well will count for something later in the round. It's invisible damage to Complexity at the moment, but this is a big win, I think, for them. It was a nice blind spray, actually, from RPK. He held it down, he kept it straight, and it was just right where Config had to peek on the half wall. He decided to wait a second to see if it would go off a bit, maybe. Luckily, it takes no damage, but it did. It did do a lot. Shock's up in the halls like, yo, come join me. There's a house party going on. 2 players on Complexity. 1 at lane. Poison can hold his position. He's got his apps covered.
He's going to fall off of the flash. Problem with that is, yeah, he's covered, but it's Arch that is wide open.
He could re-aggress if he wanted to, but yeah, as you mentioned, Arch is open. He's just got to beg for rotates. He can't take care of that.
Blame's going to come over at the 30-second mark. They may not fall back from this. They could wrap through CT. It's still an option. It's really going to boil down to a few seconds here. Apex, he decides to go on his own. He finds Blame. A big duel for either of those players to take. It would either cut off the rotation or force the T's back onto A, where Poison lies in wait. 2 kills with the op, and Rush is yet to peak. ZywOo looking for his head, but there's no time left. They have to walk away.
Yeah, they'll call it. Wow. And that's Blame's rotation to come in to catch them in CT spawn. If not, they've got one hell of a split on their hands. And Poison does not get the memo that there are players rapping. All he knew was that they weren't watching Arch and that they were potentially hitting A. So it's very important that they got visual confirmation, and that's where Blame F comes into play. Poison, watching his back here, amounts to 2 kills. Cleaning up for himself. Just nice. Makes it nice and easy. The best part is Blame F doesn't risk dying. When that player goes behind the pillar, he could finish him off if he wants to, but he maintains the information and lets them know that, yes, it's probably going to be A because they haven't caught me, and there's a chance, and they're probably going to come around Arch. We don't know how many players there are, but they're coming your way. You can focus.
Really good evaluation of the value of his life in that moment.
So... yeah, it's just great, you know, you have players that aren't thinking about how do I get the kill.
Burned off time, burned off health, gained information.
Just thinking about how to win the round. 5-2. Already hot start here on Inferno as well. One of the rounds that Vitality has won has been the pistol. The other round that they won was a 1v3 from RPK.
On an eco.
Someone would say that's a plus. I think that's a minus if you add up the fact that those are the only 2 rounds that they've won. It's not a single sustainable version of a round with a default, with a 5v4 advantage, with a nice execute on a site that they can look to, that they can say, we've done it before, we can do it again. They haven't performed a single version of that round. Shocks once again, Mercenary in the halls. Keeping Complexity in check, making sure that they can't push past his position. His teammates can count on him to hold that. And it looks like they might move into something on the A site. Apex starts to peel back slightly off Banana.
Not going to have to rely so intensely on Blame to make the plays in CT, because now Obo's playing Arch. 3 members of Complexity ready for this. And it's really just that, the waiting game. Baiting out the AWP shot. Rush is hopeful somebody walks out from apps. He could burn them off now. He'll do that. Shocks not going to be able to get anything done. They commit to this. The Arch play. 3 members of Vitality fully flashed. This is going to buy a bit of time for Poison. Rush gives cover on the site, and Poison takes down 1. But Rush could do everything here. He has the second frag and 20 seconds for his reinforcements to arrive. Plucked from the sky. Apex down. And ZywOo, 1v3. 12 seconds. Desperate for a wallbang to somehow connect. He gets a chance at a real shot and misses that one too. He's screwed. It's done. Complexity finding 6.
Small smile from Rush, but what a magical play from him. To sit in the pit like that, to not only get the amount of kills that he got, but he also protected his teammate in the site with that spray down and then turned it into a multi-frag. And in the 1v2, knew that the rotates were late. The cavalry hasn't arrived yet. He's got to take matters into his own hands. Takes Apex out and stays alive further. Doesn't end up dying to ZywOo, and it's just a matter of time at that point. It's literally all about him playing that position, the most important position on the A site, to perfection.
Arguably a small detail in the end, but Apex jumping into pit, not necessary. Could have just straight up peeked that. He had no chance at firing back with such an accuracy. And look how Rush had further impact on the round. But here, Rush is going to be tested yet again. 3 heads arise from Apps. And it's this trio of defenders to get a kill apiece. They shut down the play once more.
Yeah, kind of a nice attempt, but ultimately what matters most is that they only got a single kill. Complexity continue to maintain a very healthy bank account. Lots of money left over on everybody. And meanwhile, Vitality aren't showing signs of life. They've got a buy down to less than 1,000 on each player. Now Shox will have the option to see what kind of gun he can pull out. He's just going to grab an AK and the rest of his utility. And this is it. They're living paycheck to paycheck, Connor. They're going for these buys and then having to save right after. If they don't start to get a streak going, it's going to be tough sledding for Vitality. Aggressive position here in the hall from Poison, and it's unexpected. He's been over at mid so many times, but never there.
Mollies go over, flashbangs follow suit. Rush seems safely tucked, but that's a B kill from Config.
Wow, that's a lurk through the smoke.
Jesus. It's just unfair, but that's the nature of the beast. A flash from the CT, but no peek. Oboe. Ooh, splattered. Schlattered later. What's up next?
Well,
they hold off.
Yeah, that's a critical kill, right? I mean, it opens up the A side a little bit. 3 versus 2. They get the crunch. RPK looking to turn the corner, but we'll see if Rush can turn the key. He has the spot that can make the difference.
Up close, just the one. Poison. AWP inside of the pit. He's going to get flushed out by the Molotov. No, he'll extinguish it. It's going to give him a little bit more time to work with, and he's on the bicycle. Oh, Alex! This time he's taken out of the skies. And ZywOo.
Can you believe it?
So nice.
Just disgusting, man. How is he so consistent?
So nice.
He just rarely misses. I mean, there's just no other way to characterize his play. A lot of his shots are just really great fast flicks. Some of them are slow adaptations to where somebody might be after he peeks an angle and didn't expect them. But no matter what, and then some of them are here, just, you know, just great positioning kills. They walk right into his lying arms. That's it.
3K
and
in the gun round.
You just got to appreciate the precision. He's got like a magnet on this gun.
That one's going to deflate Vitality.
He's got the makings of a superstar. I mean,
he does.
Like, you look, I like trying to, you know, try to make sure you have a good data set.
Right.
When you look at a player and how well they're playing. But this is Tier 1 CS, right? This is a group of the best teams, and he is playing lights out.
That's been the conversation around each member of Complexity at one time or another. Rush has proved it. Blame F coming from Denmark. Again, just supposed to be this full package, right? Everybody on Complexity has been painted as having potential to be a star, but it's been unproven. Mix and matched together for a roster that was questioned in its entirety. And they are now staring a 4-0 in the face. Up 6 rounds here. The A site to be tested by the pistols yet again. Ooh, he will be taken down, understandably. As the Fortify runs by, Oboe, he's got the last 2 players pinned down into the pit. He gets blown to smithereens, and ZywOo then gets back possession of the bomb, so the plant is inevitable.
Bomb has been planted.
And the CT's retake begins to crouch in. A rapid headshot from Shox. 10 health for ZywOo. He is pinned into the corner. He has nowhere to run. All he can do is hide and hope to hit miraculous shots, but he misses versus Config, and Complexity are finding themselves 7 rounds in the lead.
Lucky to even be able to get that shot off with 10 HP, sitting with the op there. His #1 play was hope someone comes through the arch smoke. That didn't happen. Complexity with the regroup towards lane was the play. 2v1 locked up for Complexity. They look to take double digits after this round. 2 rounds in the bag for Vitality, and once again, it's a round where RPK 1v3'd and another round where they lost after. It was the pistol. They ended up getting ecoed following their first round win. Not a lot here for Vitality to look back on and say, how do we do that again? Or, yes, we know how to win this. Win versus Complexity.
No, Complexity on fire, and more importantly, with their eyes on the prize.
Star should be.
Ooh, Rush. He swings into the apartments. It's going to cost him his life, but he at least gets 1 kill and gains a bunch of information. Obo moving over already. Poison's going to be pressured up close, lands the first one, but it rotates down, and he can't find the flying frag this time. So, Vitality in a rare situation, a man advantage for them.
It is.
Complexity's rotate smoked off.
Can't collect the bomb. Minute 10, Incendiary does something. It actually comes down quite late. Smoke might come up and cause problems. We'll see. It looks like he's still got an extra bit of time on the clock there.
Yeah.
Alex is going to play it slow. Sitting in the halls, letting them cross for the moment. Burning off time on the clock.
Yeah, he's expecting one of them to try and retake through the apartments. That's something Complexity have thrown. But a little bit of teamwork here on short. Blame's gonna get slain. And up next is Config. Good timing there from Vitality. They double back, and I feel like they're starting to find Poison in positions where he can be pressured, more so than Pit, more so than back on Arch. They're flustering him within the bomb site.
ZywOo has been great at killing Obo. I've noticed that on the A side. He's been getting him killed like time and time again. Poison does get a frag in that situation, but there's only so much you can do when they've gotten that close, so maybe you could credit Vitality just for making up that much space that quickly. Rush goes 1 for 1 in the halls, and they just follow up on the trade. He was the Pit superstar in that previous rifle round. With him eliminated and them not having much to go off of from previous rounds, it makes sense that they just follow up and now try to make it 2. They're going to not try the exact same thing, and neither will Poison. He's over on the B site. I want to see what this guy's itinerary is because he has been flying all over the map.
Check out Alex. I'm certain Blame has heard this, but it's a matter of dealing with the problem. Oh, and he turns away.
Wow.
Great job by Blame. Config, he's going to get pinned into this corner. They know exactly where he is, and they're going to try to spam him out of this position. He's hoping his teammates can come and help, but that would be a big risk from Poison. He's gonna try it. He has support as well. Molotov's down, flashbangs out, and everybody takes a breath.
Yeah, good amount of pre-fire there, and they know though. They know that there's 2 players on the B site, and they know that one of them's the Opper. Problem is, what makes A that much more appealing? Still 2 here.
Yeah.
They're sitting comfortable.
The idea that Poison isn't on A, that's what makes it more tempting.
They do have 2 smokes, so there's a chance that with 3 players, they can pull off like a very decent R trap. But what's going to happen if they go up to mid is they're going to have to fight Obo right away. He's happy to take this duel sitting here at mid.
Last smoke comes out from Complexity. That's going to block off Apps. Shox and ZywOo, 2 of the 3 remaining members of Vitality, maybe are forced through this. They're gonna go with a flashbang of their own. RPK, he's killed. This suddenly pushes them into dire straits. They can't even get out.
He just has to sit there and wait as they bump into each other, trying to get out of the door frame.
Are they gonna chase him?
Oh, a sad state of affairs. ZywOo shakes his head a little bit. That's the round locked up for Complexity. Everyone plays their spot confidently. No one falls back too far. Obo gets note that it's A site right away, takes a kill into his own hands. The group up in the halls doesn't matter.
They lose to the smoke. Had 2 of those T's instead decided to go middle, then maybe RPK can be traded. Rush's attention is turned from Apps. He's not staring at what is a smoke wall and picking up these easy frags. They're not bumbling into one another.
But you know, like,
what could have been different? A smoke grenade of all things. That one has to sting, but we are not done yet. Round 14 coming in hot as Poison immediately tries to go for that peek down alt mid. His first bullet. But Config is a thief. These frags through smoke time and time again. Poison, another. Everything is going well for Complexity.
They're literally just trying to come to an agreement on who should get the opening kill. Config has been doing a great job on B, and then Poison has joined him in B once. He's also gotten a kill basically every single choke point on the map at this point. Made it a 5v4 immediately. Chance here. RBK gets a solid entry, but a greater spray from Blame F. Shox will eventually trade. 1v3 opportunity for him. There is a player low, that's Poison. He has a lot of time to work to try to draw up a picture that's in his mind for how he thinks this clutch will go. He'll play it standard now as the bomb goes down.
Yeah.
Will this be the correct option?
A 1v4, in fact. Like you said, Poison susceptible on 18 health. But Shox is patient at the moment. Poison, oh my god, he runs through his own Molotov, making the kill even easier. A fadeaway frag, and one back the other way. He's just gonna be looking to play this post plant. He needs headshots, and he's got them!
He does it!
Shoxy keeping Vitality in this. 4 kills, 4 rounds, and 1 more to go.
Who cares how the rest of this half goes? If they get the 5 rounds, they do not. They do not. They're going to have RPKs to look at, have Shoxes to look at, and say, guys, we're playing well. We can figure this out. The individual skill is there. Another 1v3 on the B side, this time from another team. 1v4.
Because he trades Blame.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Even better.
One that you cannot give away, obviously. And you can point to the fact that they could have tried to swing together. Plenty of people play retakes that way, still end up winning. Shox, quick with the headshots, giving himself a good case.
He's feeling it now. Hungry for another shot at this B site shenanigans. He's got teammates behind him, but Complexity's B defenders can say the same. Poison waits in CT spawn. He looms near. Danger lurks. More bullets just zinging by. They are so close to this. Flame F's within it all, and he's gonna go for the desperate spray down. They're not gonna push off the reload, not yet. Flashbangs behind them as they decide to sprint forward. They're gonna run right into Config. He takes one, boost in the meantime, pays off already. And they're gonna double back around construction. Are you kidding?
God.
Poison with a snap headshot that pushes Complexity into the 4 versus 2. Not to mention, health advantage over Apex already, but Shox. There's one, not another. Oboe puts him down. Apex now 34 health and a 1v3 attempt in the final round of their T side. They will drop the ball. An 11th round for Complexity.
During the rounds that they did win. Numerically, they didn't make up for it, getting lucky or anything like that. It's Complexity who are 5 rounds away from stealing the spring final from Vitality.
Here we have it. Contact down alt, an aggressive play from Vitality, looking to bully here with their USPs. Alex trying to pinch onto Poison, but he does get the best of the first 2. A hot whip around, and Oboe pops up from his hidey hole.
Yeah, Crossfire's gone. He knows this. Alex out of the picture. They can get into B sites. I was going to try to beat the smoke, but he can't. He's a slave to this bomb and the rotation from his teammate. They don't even know how dangerous it is to walk up banana.
They're separate 1v1s. Poison, remember, he has 5 HP. Zywoo, he may cheat his way into the site. He's gonna finish off the first one, but here's Big Blame. Ready to get hit by the 2 last counter-terrorists. He knows exactly where they're coming in from, but he does nothing about it. Vitality will win both pistols on Inferno.
Careful and patient shooting, and a really nice recovery there from Complexity, especially with Poison just dismantling the Crossfire alone. Alex should have had him dead to rights as his teammate. RBK pushed down mid to try to put on pressure from the front, forcing him to come through with this wide turn, and yet he still comes out with both kills. That's just disgusting from Poison once again, doing it with not only AWPs but also the pistols. Just beautiful. But in the 2v1, obviously with the health advantage, you think, okay, they've got this going on. It seemed like they're holding out hope because from what we've seen by Complexity, they won both pistols on the first map. They ecoed in the second round in this map, and I guess that potential business is still open. Who knows if they'll be able to pull it off here. It is a pretty decent buy. A couple of AKs, an SG on Rush, a handful of grenades. And Vitality have invested into 2 MP9s. Can they afford to lose a round like this? That's the real question.
Betway odds on screen. Complexity ever closer, which is wild. Go back even a month's time. Who the hell would have thought we'd find ourselves here? But let's enjoy it while we can, because Complexity get closer and closer.
Whoa, Zywoo's made his fast rotation, and like ships in the night, they pass. But he's going to hear the shots ring off from Config as he camps out halfway down Arch. Not really a lot Zywoo can do about it, so that's something. Config,
He
yeah.
got by for free. He's found the timing here. Config is the linchpin here in the 17th round. We watch Complexity lose the first pistol and then win the second round regardless. Can they do that again here in the 17th?
Once again, they're hamstrung. I mean, B is definitely the better site, but they've gotten to pretty good positions.
Yep. He's got to go in on this.
No one in library to help him out here. Oh my God, that's one kill confirmed.
He's gonna wait.
Thinks, but Shox actually wins up at lane. Can Config make the most of it? Spray down on 2 headshots, and Zywoo's late. Again, he had to play it passive here. He's not gonna be able to move in to help with the up, and it's a retake with him and this up.
Config found the timing. That's what has made this round truly possible, and he goes one better. He gets as close as he can to the smoke grenade, and Alex has to just limp into the next round with an AWP.
Wow, you just don't think that, like that's nuts, man. What a play from Config. What I wonder though,
What do you wonder?
Be a negative Nancy here.
Yeah.
Okay, Zywoo sitting in CT spawn.
Ruin all the fun.
He hears the SG shots from Config on the left side of Arch. His teammates, for some reason, seem to have no clue about the threat of someone rapping.
I don't think Config shot.
That was
had an
somebody
AK.
else's?
So if you are very sure that was a Krieg, then
okay.
it wasn't Config who fired off. But
Okay, maybe
I'm in the same place as
Actually,
you.
that
That's
makes
that?
sense because what was he shooting at? Yeah, so
Yep.
okay. I guess, yeah, just him being able to pass so quickly. And I was going to say that Zywoo almost caught him off with a very fast rotation around, so.
Right, see? Completely bamboozled.
Right, yeah.
C'est quoi ça?
That's got to be incredibly frustrating, especially because you think like both Shox and RPK are going to get kills, or one of them is going to get the kill that allows the other one to.
Man,
But instead, there was a master plan.
what a kick in the teeth. That sinking feeling in your stomach. Zywoo just knows that the reason the A site crumbles is because somebody bested him on a tidbit of timing.
That's tough.
And they're
So much-
already down 7 rounds.
Yeah, it's just one of those moments where it just gets your mind going, and then you've got to try to unpack what just happened. But at the same time, you've got to move forward because
too late. Yep.
Yeah, it's what's more important is the round at hand. 5-12 here, as Complexity are just in that critical territory, coming close to actually just wrapping up this series straight up, man.
Rush ready to pounce out Boiler if needed. Vitality, they've played around here on Arch side. They had that boosted AWP, hoping one of the Ts would peak, but they didn't. There has been no man advantage offered by Complexity. They're like ghosts in the server at this moment until Rush comes haunting them on this A site, skewers RPK, and now they just start trudging along, charging into the A site. Here's Alex. He's got the FAMAS, but he only finds one frag, and it's a pistol on the follow-up from Apex. To no one's surprise, Complexity bully their way through the little defense that was left over. And Zywoo's up. Way too valuable to pass up.
Wow, yeah, that's round lost. All angles covered as they just swarm the A site, infest every corner and crevice. They had no problem covering each other's positions there. And although Vitality were in all of their favorite spots, sitting and waiting, they did nothing but get a single kill. 13. And the dream is really real at this moment. Like, you know, we're looking at Vitality after limited data coming off of the brew camp looking good. We don't have anything that would tell us they could pull off a comeback of this size. Obviously, can't put it past them. Going to be happy to play Inferno as well. Certainly a map that Complexity will be on their toes. They're not expecting to have this handed to them. They're obviously fooled, but are going to give them more credit than that.
Oh, Config, stylish adjustment.
Wow, he's been nuts, right?
Jumps up on the side box. Just making it all the harder, as if it was easy to begin with. Vitality have left themselves such little room to work with, and they have to go ahead and save again. Just the op on Zywoo. That is it. That is all.
They won't have 2 chances to do this. Boost here from Zywoo. Great shot.
Excellent.
Blame F gets taken down at the bottom by Logs. Teammate behind can't actually do anything here. No gun recovered for Complexity. Or sorry, for Vitality. That's just too far out. Zywoo will have more to do. Drops the hammer down on Config, takes him out. A key figure from the previous rounds in the bomb.
Yep.
Now in their territory. However, Poison's still behind it.
Complexity, we're about to scramble for this one, but they still have the tools to take this intelligently. And they seem like they're about to do it. Obo's honed in on the sandbags. There goes Alex, the only player that was here to defend Zywoo. And all the while, Rush, he's walked right up arch side. He cuts off the CT player and completely isolates Vitality's players.
It absolutely has to be A. They know that Zywoo's the only one who saved last round, and they've just killed 2 players that didn't have head armor.
P250 and a USP, both CTs here in the back of the site. And as long as they play the timing right, they should all go down. But RPK, are you kidding? He's gonna get his hands onto the off, but not fast enough. He can't swap. So Zywoo has a doable 1v2.
Bomb has been planted.
This would be outrageous, but it's exactly what Vitality need. This is supposed to be the Zywoo factor. But he's scared, Mohan, and he's going to go ahead and save. That's
They're talking about it. They know that he has to take this op into the next round. They're not so sure about their economy from this point on. Not only do they have to put together like a nice buy, a healthy buy next round, they have to think about the future as well. Zywoo can win a 1v2. He could win it with a rifle. He could win with some space, but he doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have grenades to work with. His weapon is just too valuable.
But, I mean, playing with fire here. They're letting rounds slip by. Obo already celebrating.
Yeah, he's feeling good about it, as they should be.
He should, man.
Listen,
16
you
years
get a little
old.
bit too nervous. You start playing different. Vitality they'll attack that, right?
And
so
I mean,
it's good.
It's not like he's pulling this off when the score is still anywhere close. As far as complexity are concerned, this game is done. There's been no reason to believe Vitality are going to make this comeback. But we have to give them the benefit of the doubt in this round because there are 2 ops
That's
in
because
play.
we're casters, that's why.
Yeah, well, that's the other reason.
You got to keep the hype up, you know what I'm saying?
Woo! Just don't hype too much.
All right, well, the op is here. It's actually going to be a complimentary op to go with it. Alex will be the man to man the scope, but the nades, they go a bit too high somehow. Only takes 23 damage.
Yeah.
That's nuts. So he's found a better spot than where they decided to place those grenades, and he'll move in for another kill. Flick upwards, Config's out, doing what Zywoo did on the previous round just as well.
That's what I'm saying. Double ops, man. It's going to take a readjustment from complexity. Although, that trio of grenades could have gotten the job done. Ooh. More damage with that 1 frag than the 3 of complexity combined.
And you could say here, Zywoo doesn't save the op on this round. Either he's the guy on B trying to do the same thing, or, you know, Alex doesn't have an op and we can't have a round like this. So,
Of course.
we'll see. They got to chain rounds together. We'll build brick by brick and see what they can accomplish. But a good 5v3 so far to bring things back. Now, we do look at the last round that Complexity won versus that save. They brought it back from a 3v5. It was just versus the USPs. But tactically, it was very nice. It looks like, they're actually going to move in. Alex, completely blinded Molly, but a great spray from Apex.
Yeah, more damage off
for
of
this
it.
round. However, Obo, he's moved into spawn.
Yep, that's everything. And, oh, wow. Almost tries to go one better. Rush. He's going to get that plant in. Obo is the only reason they've had this much space to play off of the bomb in the post plant. The retake's on. Full-fledged attempt from Vitality coming in here. They have to go for this. Ooh, and Rush from the back of the bomb site already nails ahead. Another Krieg, and that's it.
You're not telling me they're actually going to win this one. RPK's moving in for the 1v2 like a shark, but he ends up getting harpooned. That's it. Complexity, take it to 15.
Obo, he skirts through CT spawn, screws him from the backside, and they never saw it coming. Complexity just robbed a 15th round, so it seemed. That op to start the round from Alex, that looked like it was going to be enough. Oh, and they're left in tatters.
Wow, a Nova.
Ye old Nova.
That ultimate sign of poverty here, the $1,200 Hail Mary purchase from Apex. Has to play B with this thing and make something happen. Will it only be comical, though? We don't know. This thing has long-range potential. He's got a teammate to back him up, but they're definitely a lot weaker, a lot worse off than we saw last round, and they didn't even win that one.
Flashbang dodged. 3T's about to challenge this. It's a shotgun. It's inconsistent, but it is enough. An assist and a frag. Ooh, and a bit more. Poison. He could have tried to claw back that map control, but instead, he'll move away with his life and half his health.
They changed fights. They're going into
Yep.
the 2 MP9s.
It's
Not
rapid.
a bad spot. Rotates are in. One player in CT. Are they going to clear him? Or yeah, they do.
Wow.
Rush takes him out. Headshot.
Now Rush gives chase to Zywoo, who just cheats his way back through smoke. Alex looking to catch any attempt at a CT spawn rotation, and Poison, well, he also has the patience to wait.
It feels like Poison's so aware in these moments. Oh my God. Rush caught slipping.
Stop doing
I
that.
was slipping. You almost sleeping.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. It's close, man. 9 on 10.
Chill.
Here's Poison, though. Trying to get back into the site. Oh, if Complexity finished this off like this, this would be incredible. Are you kidding? Alex, 84. It's done! Mohan, like the limbs of Exodia, Complexity comes together out of nowhere. I introduce you to North America's newest juggernaut. A shocking result in Group B.